We humans have given names to practically every little bit of land on planet Earth, but sometimes we decide that an old name just doesn't fit anymore. And that works out fine when the land in question is a park or a road, small things. But what about when an entire country decides to change its name? Well, welcome to Super Easy History, where today we search across the map for 5 fun facts about 5 countries that have changed their names. Number 1. Myanmar and Burma. Myanmar is an ethnically diverse nation in Southeast Asia, just east of India, that has a history which stretches back all the way to the 11th century AD. But in 1886, following 3 Anglo-Burmese wars, Myanmar was annexed by Britain and incorporated into British India as the province of Burma. The name Burma comes from the country's largest ethnic group, the Bama people, although its English version probably originates with the Portuguese word for the area, Birmania. When Burma gained independence from Britain, they continued to use the old colonial name, but in 1989, after a military coup, Burma was renamed to the more inclusive and less colonial Myanmar. The irony is, the name Myanmar comes from the same root as the name Burma. Both refer to the Bama people, meaning the name change from Burma to Myanmar technically failed to fulfill one of its most important purposes. Number 2. The Czech Republic to Czechia. It is fairly common for countries to have 2 names, one that is less formal and one for more official use. An exception to that rule, up until 2016, was the Czech Republic, which had no informal name. This caused problems for Czech businesses trying to sell their goods abroad, as they had no short way to refer to their country on packaging and merchandising. As a solution to this, the Czech government introduced a new name, Czechia, in 2016, as an informal way to refer to the country in English. As a side note, Czechia and the Czech Republic are by no means the only names the region has ever gone by. For most of the 20th century, for example, Czechia was a part of Czechoslovakia, a union between the Czechs and their neighbours, the Slovaks. Before that, Czechia was part of the Austrian Empire and used yet another name, Bohemia. Number 3. Congo to Zaire and back. There are several countries in the African region of Congo, and all of them were once colonies of European powers. When they gained independence, 2 of those countries used the term Congo in their official names. They are the Republic of the Congo and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Seems a bit confusing, doesn't it? Well, this man, Mobutu Sese Seko, clearly thought so too. Mobutu was, frankly, a horrible dictator who overthrew the Democratic Republic of the Congo's government in the mid-1960s and proceeded to enrich himself off of the backs of the Congolese people. But he did at least clear up some confusion and change the name of the country from the colonial Congo to the more African Republic of Zaire in 1971. Like most dictators, Mobutu was eventually overthrown, and in 1997 the new government, in an attempt to cleanse his influence from the country, reverted their name back to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And so, the Congo confusion continues. Number 4. Persia to Iran. A large number of Persian states have existed at various times since roughly the 6th century BC, but it wasn't until 1935 that the country officially became known, in English, as Iran. I say in English because the country was already called Iran in most of the languages of the region. It was only outside of the country that the name Persia, which only refers to one Iranian ethnic group, was used. The Iranian government at the time, led by Reza Shah Pahlavi, wanted foreigners to use the more inclusive name, so he requested that all of Persia's diplomatic partners call the country Iran. And that was that. But to make the situation a bit more confusing, Persian is still often used as an adjective in places where you might expect to find the word Iranian. For example, Persian cats, Persian rugs, and of course, Persian empires. Number 5. England and the United Kingdom. Fair warning, this one's less of a name change and more of a misconception surrounding a couple of names. If you have ever met a Scot, a Welshman, or an Irishman, you might have noticed that they really don't appreciate being called English. And for good reason. In spite of what many foreigners may think, the names England and the United Kingdom refer to 2 different, though closely linked, entities. In 1707, the Kingdom of England and her northern neighbour, the Kingdom of Scotland, finally made it official, and united into one country, the Kingdom of Great Britain, after having shared a monarch for over a century. Then, in 1801, Great Britain, and England with her, united with Ireland and gained the very creative name, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. But England and the other constituent countries never ceased to exist, even with all of this name changing. They just stopped being independent countries and instead became geographic, cultural, and political regions within the Greater United Kingdom. And those were 5 fun facts about 5 countries that, for whatever reason, decided to change their names. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to go down below, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Or check out one of these other great videos on the left-hand side of your screen. As always, thank you for watching Super Easy History.